Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We're into the 2015 NFL season.
Bingo, I know nothing about it.
Broncos beat the Chiefs last Thursday.
Took the wind right out of the stadium.
Ooh.
And Kavalan.
Kavalan.
Tested.
Let's test it.
Bruno, what happened in week 2 NFL Thursday night game?
I believe
Boom.
the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, sucked the air right out of Arrowhead.
Now, I do have to admit, though, I got scared during the game.
I don't-
When Broncos were down 14-0, you weren't like, this ain't going good.
No.
You knew they were going to win.
Pretty confident, to be quite honest with you. Even if they lost, they won the last 6 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, well,
Yeah,
maybe it's due.
could be.
But I believe, being a product of the Elway years, I don't start feeling like the game's over till like the last 2.5 minutes. And if they're even down 2 touchdowns, I'd be like, well, they'd have to score quick, kick the onside, get it back, and then maybe tie it up and go into overtime and win it.
Yeah. See, to me, as I'm watching it,
That's
the
what I do.
Broncos are down 14-0. It's not looking good. I know it's going to be a long night. Manning kicks it into gear. They come back right before the halftime. It's tied up 14-14. 2 touchdown drives, boom, tied up. And I'm thinking, we got it.
Right.
We go through the third quarter and most of the fourth quarter and nothing. Both offenses have stalled.
Right.
It's been field goal. It's now 17-17, and with 2 minutes left on the clock, the Chiefs score a touchdown.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that was it. There was a game. But then we score. We tie it up, and I'm thinking
down there.
field goal, overtime. We've tied it up overtime. There's like 30 seconds left on the clock.
Right.
Chiefs fumble it.
Yeah, their hero fumbled it.
Bradley Roby picks it up, runs it into the touchdown.
And all you hear is a big sucking sound.
My kids were in bed sleeping. I'm literally just like,
There you go. The only time I actually felt like things were in big trouble was the Super Bowl.
ooh, ugly.
Yeah. When the first play of the game, I was like, oh, that's not the way to start.
Now we were gonna do kind of an NFL
Wrap up.
prediction, and we've both we've been too busy. We
Yes.
haven't had time to really sit down and formulate stuff. But the Broncos are going all the way. We don't need to say anything else. But it's going to be more on the backs of our defense. The Broncos' defense is going to be pretty dominant this year.
I wish we had a real solid running back.
Yes.
We had a real solid running back that would take the pressure off the O-line to hold back the wave that's trying to get to Manning and break his quad.
Yeah,
I would feel better.
Yeah, and our offensive line has been struggling as well.
Speaking of feeling better, though, tell me about some of this Kavalan, because I tried some of this the other night, and I was like, wow, good.
Oh, yes. I didn't know which way you were
well,
going
we've
with
had
that.
two
Wow.
Kavalans, but what's the story with this?
This is just the baseline. And Kavalan is Taiwan whiskey.
Yes. Matured and bottled in Taiwan.
Yep. We've branched out. We've done some Japanese whiskeys. We've done an Indian whiskey. Taiwan, the other Kavalan. It's Vino Barrique.
Bingo.
Was the other Kavalan
Not the
that
single
we did.
cask.
And this one we actually bought first and hadn't. I think it's kind of the baseline.
Yeah. 43%
Kavalan.
ABV.
There's no age statement on it. And if I remember right, though, this is only like 3 years or 5 years old, isn't it? Because whiskey ages quicker in Taiwan.
Yeah, it's a little.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's warmer, but they don't. It's an NAS, so I don't really know how long. But yeah, everything's well. I don't know if saying it ages faster is the deal. Basically, there's more evaporation and it's warmer, and there's a greater shift in the
Matures.
the warmth. Yeah, there you go.
Matures faster. Yeah, you can. I guess it wouldn't age faster.
Right.
Whether it's 12 years here or 12 years there, it's the same.
Bingo. There's no time travel in Taiwan.
Right off the nose, though, again, man, a nice sweetness.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Sweet smell. sweet caramel, toffee, touch of floral.
I get a little bit of that grassiness or the maltiness as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that too. So that floral kind of wraps in at the end.
And it's 43%. Pretty tasty. Boy, that is good. There's caramel right there.
Yeah.
Nice caramel flavor.
I do get a little bit of that grain, that grassy grain. It carries that sweetness through.
It's almost a candy sweetness. That caramel, toffee.
Would you say flan?
Not the flan.
No, I don't get the flan on this one. I just threw that out there for Sam. So,
I get a little bit of a light citrus, like a pear, maybe. A little bit of spiciness. I get oak, and a little bit of vanilla, and a little bit of honey.
yeah, a little honey. Do you think this cures cancer? Who's our guy?
That's, I want to say Andrew Smedley.
Bingo. That's exactly what
Is that
it is.
him?
Smedley.
Smedley.
It can't be a real name. You know what, Andrew? I actually think you're like Bill Gates or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call him. Because there's no way Andrew Smedley's a real name.
Let's just see.
That's a fake name. What are you looking at?
I was going to pull up Andrew's comments on YouTube.
Oh, his comments are great. Love them. They're real short and kind of crazy.
I could if I was connected to the
Can't
internet. Oh, wait,
get
here we
connected.
go. Took it a second.
Did you see yesterday I told Herman that I love him, or we love him.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen his response yet. I've been busy. This is highly entertaining when we're pulling on, so I will carry the conversation.
Here was Andrew on our last video of the Oberlauer 12 years. He said, if it weren't for this video, I would have stayed in bed and cried all day.
Bingo. And I said, well, I'm glad we could get you out of bed. Assuming
loved
that he
it.
still cried.
He loved it that much.
You're right. Got him out of bed.
Andrew told us we should write a book. It would be an instant bestseller.
No, I agree with him on that one.
Andrew Smedley on the Green Spot, best video he's ever seen in his life.
Well, that goes without saying. There's one in here where he says we cured his cancer.
Yeah. Smedley. Andrew Smedley. There it is. The Brookalotti Octomore cured his cancer.
And as well it should. It's got a lot of peats, a lot of ppm going on with the Octomore. No, so way to go, Andrew. Again, I think that's a cover name. Somebody famous.
Could be.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't want us to know who.
Right.
It's probably your mom, actually.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe mom's got a couple, what do they call them? Ghost accounts or something.
Yeah.
All right, the sweetness on the Kavalan is great. Do you remember a price point locally on this? Because there's their baseline
50 to
NAS.
60.
Okay. Baseline NAS, delicious. I'm going to actually put it at an 88. Like it. Like it a lot.
Yeah.
Like it a lot.
I like it a lot. So anyway,
You're just going to let them read it? You didn't really say 87.
usually you point it out for me.
I know. I like how you put the, see, I don't usually put the cross in the 7. I just do a 7.
Oh,
You've got that extra little tidbit.
so you know it's a 7.
That's good, because if you didn't have the cross in there, it might be a 4.
Might be a 1.
2.
It depends on if you
Could be
make
a 2.
the first, overage there is long. If it's not long enough, it could be a
When people do the
could
cross
confuse
in there,
people.
I feel like it's Chinese. Like it's a character. It looks like a
about
Chinese.
Taiwanese?
Yeah, it's a Taiwanese. It's Chinese there, and it means good, near great. That's what I would say. So Kavalan. So wrapping back around,
Kavalan good,
Yes.
Chiefs not good.
bingo. But I do think, Broncos. I think Manning's going to have a little bit of a tough year.
Now, what about, let's throw this in there real quick in case Whiskey Lassie is watching. Is Tom Brady guilty or not guilty?
Come on, he knew those balls were underinflated. He can feel his balls like that. and he knew. Well,
He had to know
come on, when you touch an underinflated ball, you know it.
as the quarterback.
Yes, you can tell. Because what does it give you? Do you know? Does it allow you better grip on the ball or something?
Yeah, that was the argument in the rain because it was raining, and so supposedly he could grip the ball better.
Which is why he got some. I still don't agree quite with how they did the suspension, though. Who's the commissioner? Blanking on his name.
It was Goodell.
Goodell.
Now it's
Wasn't it? Still?
Oh, is it? Yeah, Goodell.
He's
Roger
shady.
Goodell. Roger.
Shady. The way he ran that arbitration hearing. I've been in several arbitration hearings.
Yeah.
Not at professional football level. And they all run the same, though. Sometimes even use similar arbitrators. And the way what he was doing with his arbitration was a joke, which is why he got hammered. So, but yeah, I'll be honest with you, the quarterback's going to know the feel of the ball, like especially a pro.
Yep.
So, but
All right.
hey, Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
So long, John. Dummies.
Boom, 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 boom. Actually, we got the other one.